Hi there and welcome back, and for all you new welcome here. My name is Johan. I'm trying to renovate this Jaguar XJ6 from 1971. My uncle bought it new 1971. It's a big project. There's a lot of stuff to be done. It only had 4 owners, including my brother, that has stored it for the last 20 years in a dry garage, in a dry storage. And it has only run 115,000 kilometers. So I think the structure, there are some rust issues, but it's okay. It's okay, I think. So as you can see, there's a lot of things that needs to be done. I need to crack on. The focus I have now is that I need to finalize the sanding of the bodywork. I'm using a hard grid sandpaper now, but I have to go over it again with, I think, 240. If you agree with me, comment. If you don't agree, well, advise me if I should be lighter grade than 240. As you know, I've said in the past, in the earlier videos, if you haven't seen it, please go back and watch. This is the ballet of the amateurs. I'm trying to work as structured and understand how they fitted the part in the beginning, so I can refit it during the reverse thing. So far it has been working quite okay. There's only one nut I've broken. For the rest, I've been able to release all the nuts and bolts. But you know, if you think I'm a numbnut, put that in the comment. If you want to motivate me, which I need, please do. And if you want to consistently see my face on your screen, well, please subscribe. That would be lovely for me, and hopefully enjoyable for you to follow this journey. So this is my 3rd session here now by the car. I traveled home a couple of days to meet my family, to see my family. So the focus now is to continue sanding. It's quite boring for you to look at, so I think I will do a time lapse. After that, I have to buy an angle grinder, so I can, in the front wheel arches there are some rust issues. I have the steel. Either I will weld it, or I have a guy that's going to weld it. We'll decide that in the future. But I think I will start to sand off everything, sand the front fenders, make sure that I've seen all the damages that needs to be corrected. So, well, let's crack on. I'm starting to work on this side now, and as you can see, there are layers of layers. There must be 2 to 3 layers of paint on the passenger back door. And here we're coming. When I took over the car, this here was redone, so it was newly painted up here. Why they did it that way, I don't know. But as you can see, there's a lot of filler and a lot of sanding. So the roof I start to sand. There is probably painted twice. You can see that's probably the original paint, filler, and then the second paint. But well, you know, you've been with me before, so you know it's all about sanding. We'll continue. I hope I can finish this soon. Sorry guys, I feel like I bring you late to the party. There is, as we know, there's a damage here. Someone had tried to steal the car. So I just managed via the owner's manual to understand how to disconnect the lock. And now I'm focusing on the handles, how to learn, see if I can learn how to take it off. So these are the pieces that we're going to start to focus on. The front door has still some paint on it. I think the seal, we need to go over the seal. Half the roof is still painted, or still have paint on it. The back door, we need to take off the paint and take off the door handle. And then you have the back fender that still have some paint. Then eventually we're going to take out the windows, so we can sand it so everything is sanded before painting. So I've sanded for an hour and a half, and well, you can see I did some progress. Clearly there's a lot of hours for the sanding, and most of all these are the small. I will probably have to hand sand that, so that will take probably double or triple the time. But I made some progress, so that's good. So now I have to charge the batteries for my sander and then continue. Some more hours spent, and we're getting there. I still have this edge here I need to work on, and then I did some work on the doors and the aft fender. These are the, what do you say, back fender skirts covering the fuel tank in the back. They have been repainted. It's one of the pieces, but you see they have done some weird. There are corrosion issues, and I don't know what they have done, but I'm gonna sand them down and see how they look. Also, I think this color is the wrong color for the car. It's much darker. So let's next sanding project start. So I've been working for a while now with this. I think that's the right hand fender skirt underneath the tank. Sorry for the flashing. It's a lot of filler. So I thought, why don't I take you along? This is the one which I haven't touched yet. It's the same as the other side. It's the one that the two previous owners in the past have done work to, repainted in the wrong color, and yeah, there's probably a lot of fill. So I thought, I'm gonna sand this down. You're gonna see the process. You're gonna see how much time and energy it takes just to make a clean of paint and filler. So I'm sanding this this fender skirt now for just about 1 hour, I think. And you see there's still pieces here. You can see some rust. You can see here some rust, here some rust. On the other one, you could see there was dents. So someone had dented it. And it is in a vulnerable position on the car. So you back into stones or snow piles or whatever. But Jesus, the guy that did this, he has used a lot of filler. And the way I hope is that when I come to do the painting, I don't have to use this much filler, because I want to see all these lines here. But with all the filler, the lines, you lose the line. You lose the structure and the shape of the bodywork. So I hope I can use the primer filler, sand it down, and then and do some filler on some of the dents. I can't use the hammer. Some of the dents I can't get to. So that I have to use filler to make the sides or the skirts or the doors smooth. But I hope I will use much less. But when it feels like you've been sanding for half your life, I found something really rewarding when I've been hand sanding. So when you start to go through the filler and you start to see the original shape of the door and all these lines, it's so rewarding. I've done this here, prepared, that's going to be painted. And also back here, you can see the line here that comes out and becomes the middle line of the, you can't really see it from the camera. That is so nice. I can't see it myself, but it's so nice. You see here. So I've been sanding now for 3-4 hours. This is the left fender, and I've taken it from the donor car. Unfortunately, I found all these small pittings. There's a rust damage here that we can change. I can take from another fender, and we need to change this steel and close this one. Unfortunately, this damage is not good. I'm gonna try with a hammer and heat and see if I can straighten it out a little bit. Otherwise we have to use tin or just normal filler. But as you can see, there's a lot of 4 hours. There's a lot of layers, a lot of filler. And yesterday I also bought a new tool. This is the DeWalt DCS, what is it? DCS DCS 438. It's a small angle grinder, so you use the 76 millimeter discs, and that's so I can go in here to cut off and prepare new steel to be welded into it. I hope this is gonna work. I'm gonna continue sanding now until lunch, and after lunch I think we will go into using my new tool. So finally I'm gonna take a pause in the sanding, and I'm gonna try out my new tool. I think this here is where you can decide the height, how much the disc should cut into. I can take that away and I can just free cut. I'm going to start because I want to close down. This is where the old antenna sat, and I don't want to have that there. So I'm going to use the sheet metal we have there. I'm going to measure the diameter, and then I'm going to cut out the piece and then fine tune it until it fits the hole. Så. Ja, den är rätt så mycket. Ja. Uh, it's I cut this so it fits the hole quite nice. The thing is that what I need to find now is that you can see there's a curvature to the steel, and this is straight. So if I, it's not going to look good. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the trunk. I'm going to see if I can find something that has this curvature. Maybe I can bang with a hammer on the steel. So I think this is looking quite okay. You professionals, you probably laugh at me, but I think for being an amateur, this could easily be welded. And I guess the guy that's going to weld it, he's going to adjust it so he can ensure a good result.